Hello. Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We have rats inside the cabin. Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know how to start this video. Like, it's funny because I was in the tent last night and I was like, I wonder if I should sleep in the cabin because I have all my traps set up around my tent, but I don't have any traps set up around the cabin. I come to the cabin in the morning and there's feces and rat piss. I say everywhere, but it's probably in certain spots, you know what I mean? And I am not happy. Oh my goodness, you guys. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? So this is a cabin update. Not as excited about the rats. I am going to give you an update of the stuff that's happening in the cabin, and so that way you can be updated on stuff other than the rats. I just had to point that out because some people are like, "Oh no, you should just live with nature." Yeah, and I'll put one of these rats in your home, and you can tell me how you live with nature. Like, it stinks. Like, in certain areas it really stinks, and I think I'm just gonna have to bring up a bunch of bleach or something. We got to get these doors on this house. We have to get these doors on. This is I'll be talking to the builder too. So I am out here more, so basically pretty much living here now, and wanted to kind of give you updates. Like, I'm meeting the builder on Wednesday, and we're going to go through a bunch of stuff in the house. So today is not Wednesday, so I'm probably going to have some changes, but I did want to give you guys an update because it's been a while, and want you to know that the house is mostly dried in. Because I did get a lot of comments on one of my videos because it was raining inside my cabin. Actually, I'm more concerned about the rats than I was the rain. And because the rat urine is really hard to get out of the cabin. So, so now it's not raining inside. I do have that green, and I'll show it to you. It's really like thick. This is probably just for people that have never seen it before. I've never seen it before, so this is new to me. But I want to show you that. I am meeting with the builder in a day or so, and we're going to go over all of the electric work in the house. Like, now is the time for me to decide where I want my lights, if I'm going to have a fan, and where that fan's going to be. Like, I have to decide everything, and I wanted to show you all the stuff that I've done so that you can kind of stay up to speed. That's what I love about the microphone, is I can face away and I don't have to look at the camera to talk. Love this mic. Okay, so you guys have seen this. This is where my pendant lights are going. And then I have a plug on either side of my island. I know I talked about this a little bit, so you can see my last video, kind of talked a little bit about that. But then now I've gone through the entire house and done anything that I feel might be different. So anything that, isn't to code, because he's going to probably put all the plugs into code, but then there's a couple things that I want that might be a little bit different. One of them is I have an outlet up here in this corner up here. I also have an outlet above this is my pantry. I have an outlet above the pantry. And then I'm going to have an outlet over here. There's some more cabinets up here. The reason why I want those outlets is that you guys know that I have security cameras, right? So security cameras all my security cameras are solar generated, but there are spots in the cabin that I don't think I'll be able to charge it. So I want to be able to have an outlet for that. I use all my solar, all of my security cameras are Reolink. They basically have sponsored me, and it's been really nice. So thank you, Reolink, for all of your cameras. But now I'm going to start bringing some cameras indoors. And the reason why I like these cameras, and I'm thinking about the placement of the cameras, is that I'll be able to, there's one that you can swivel. So if I'm in the city or if I'm somewhere else, I can actually swivel the camera and I can look at my entire cabin and just make sure, like, some of the things I'll be looking at too is I'm going to be pointing one towards the driveway to see if the driveway is plowed, maybe how much snow did we get. I also want to know if I have internet or not, because if I don't have internet here, then my security camera won't work. So it's just one way I can test to see if I have internet too. And then the obvious reason for a security camera, I'm not here all the time. I will be traveling and stuff. So I just want to make sure that if anyone's going to steal anything, I'm going to get their license plate number. I'm going to get pictures of them and all that kind of stuff. Just the basic security camera type stuff. I will have multiple cameras in the house. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera. So now we're facing towards the kitchen. I'm going to turn my camera this way, which is showing my my bay window. Okay, did I mention the stove? I don't remember, because I talk to my Patreons all the time, and sometimes I forget what's on YouTube and what's on Patreon. But I'm just going to repeat myself. If I did already, I'm sorry, but basically this wall over here, the stove is going to be centered on this wall, which makes a TV wall kind of, it's going to be a little more challenging. So what I'm going to end up doing now is I'm going to end up putting a TV up on this wall with one of those swivel things or something like that, where the TV can come out and move and everything like that. Now, if somebody's laying here on the mattress, this is my bay window. It's going to be kind of like a bed, basically. I'm going to put a bed right here. You know, they're not going to be able to see the TV. But I will be honest with you, I'm only putting the TV there in my head right now for resale value. If somebody wants to purchase my cabin in the future, they're going to want to know where their TV is going. I'm giving them a spot for their TV. I don't see myself putting a TV in this house, but you never know. You never know. I could be gifted one, and then I have to find a spot for it. So I have an outlet here. I don't know if you even see these little blue little sticker things I've been putting everywhere, but I have a blue one up there as well. And that one is also for another security camera. So I have a security camera pointing this way, I have another security camera pointing that way, and then I'm going to have another security camera pointing towards the front door too. So I'm going to have multiple security cameras inside the house, and that is going to be another location for it. This one is going to be pointing right at my sliding glass door if somebody's wanting to get in through the sliding glass door, where the other one's going to be pointing more towards like these windows and stuff like that to see if anybody's coming in through windows. Okay, some of you guys think that I might be a little paranoid with all these security cameras and all these measures that I'm taking, but I'll tell you, first of all, I'm from LA and I've been in the city the majority of my life. So I know what people are capable of doing. I have been broken into in my house and my car's been stolen. Like, I've had a lot of things happen to me in my life, and I think security cameras are the way to go. Not only is that security camera to see if someone's breaking in, but let's say somebody were to break in while I'm in the house and they were to violate me in some way, I will have that on camera as well. So I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not trying to be paranoid or anything like that, but that's kind of what's going on. And also my neighbor, which is like, I don't know, up and over the hill, she got her house broken into and the guy was living in her house. So it happened even up here, because a lot of these cabins up here are vacation homes. As much as mine's gonna be a full-time, this is my primary home. You know, I don't know, like I might be gone for a week for work or something and somebody decides they want to live in my house. You know what I mean? I'm going to end up knowing about it. And that's, yeah. Anyways, for those of you that think I'm paranoid. Okay, so regarding the electric work in the house, I am going to have some lights. These are like exterior lights, I was thinking would be kind of cool. They're going to be pretty high up, so that way it doesn't hit anybody's head, because you know I'm currently right now next to my downstairs bathroom. I have a light here and then a light here, and they're going to be kind of sticking out a little bit. Not huge lights or anything like that, but I just thought it'd be kind of a nice thing. I will have overhead lights as well, but I just want to add some that are just more of a kind of a muted light rather than something that's really dominant. You know what I mean? I want it to be kind of nice and cozy is the feeling that I want. Okay, I'm going to go through some of these pretty fast because I don't think, some of you might not care where my lights are. It's very possible. I don't know if I'd care where, you know, so I'm going to go through these really fast. And, you know, if you have suggestions, you know, let me know. I'm going to have a light right here. This is going to be, this right here is a pocket door. My toilet's on this side, my washer and dryer is on this side. I come into my gear room, which is very similar to somebody's garage. But anyways, I'll have a light right here as well, and then I'll have my gear room. Now my gear room is gonna have as much gear as possible that I can fit in here, bikes and stuff like that, but it's also gonna have a lot of utility stuff in here too. But I did wanna have a table, and so one of the things that I was thinking of is to put a outlet right up here, up at the top. So again, this is kind of like my garage. I mean, this is as big as my garage is going to be, and there might be times where I need to work on something and I don't want to use power tools inside my house. Maybe I'll be using power tools inside my gear room, and so this would be my spot for that. So I wanted an outlet that was kind of higher up. Okay, this is where the rat really focused on leaving evidence, was on my stairs. I don't know if you see all those droppings that are on the stairs. Those are rat droppings. And all throughout the upstairs too, all along the wall there's more droppings. And then over here, I was just letting the builder know I'm gonna have an office desk here, so in case they want to put extra outlets or something, that would be good. But over here smells so bad. I wrote down rat piss with a unsmiley face, and I'm wondering if he can replace out that board because it stinks so bad right there. I'm thinking that's where I'm going to put my trap. I'm thinking, you know, that maybe the rat will go back to where they went to the bathroom would be my guess. Not too sure. So I'm not going to go over everything, but I do have a light here on the exterior right there. I'm going to have a light on my stairs. You know, it's all this kind of stuff that you have to think about when you're building a house. And again, I'm sure when I meet with the builder, we're going to come up with some different ideas and some more ideas. I'm going to head on over to my second bedroom. We do have an issue here that I'm going to explain shortly. I'm going to explain about the issue on the balcony and what we're trying to do to fix it. And here's what I call in my Alice in Wonderland door. This is my Alice in Wonderland door because it's a small door. We might end up framing it this way, or if they can make a door that's a triangle, that would be kind of fun too. But I did tell them to put some outlets and stuff like that inside that room. So I have an outlet on the ground, and then I want to have some lights in there too. Because like one pet peeve of mine is not having a light in a closet. I don't know why we don't put more lights in closets because it drives me nuts. Over here is going to be where I'm marked down where my Murphy bed is. So like, hopefully you don't put a outlet right where the Murphy bed is and just put it on either side of the Murphy bed would be nice. And the only thing that's going to fit here is going to be a full bed. So if I have friends coming with their husbands, they're going to be cuddling. I think more married couples need to cuddle more, don't you? I think like sometimes married couples, they just don't cuddle, and some of them even have separate rooms. Like, that's just not me. Okay, so this is going to be really hard to film. So you're just going to have to take my word for it because it is really light behind me and it's really dark in there. So you're probably only seeing like the silhouette of the door rather than the actual header and stuff like that. So here's where the problem is. This is probably one of the biggest problems in the cabin currently right now is this balcony. Now, I know you guys, I've read your comments and you're like, you need a new builder, you need a new builder. You guys, he's the best builder here. He really is. He's the best builder here, and he's trying really hard. And I don't want him watching these videos and thinking that I'm putting him down in any way, because I am not. He's a good builder, and he's trying really hard. Nice person. You know, there's some things that I would change, but you know, he's trying. So this is considered a dry deck because there's a living space underneath this. And I think I might have mentioned it in another video, but I'm going to go in a little more detail because this is huge and I want to remember this. And I'm going to try to shoot some video in a different angle as well too. And I did use my drone footage too to try to get some more pictures of this balcony. The problem is when they framed it, which they framed it to plans, which means that there is an error with the architect. And I didn't catch it, the builder didn't catch it, and the lumberyard didn't catch it. But basically, it was framed to be almost pretty much the same level as the living space. Well, I'm going to have a deck out here, so that means the deck needs to go up, right? I also need a slope on this because it's going to be snowing and stuff. This is north facing. This is going to be snowing. This is going to be ice and snow all winter long. So like I need a way for the water and the snow and everything to drain off this balcony. The builder has never done a dry deck before. I'm actually kind of surprised by that, but I guess a lot of people up here have not done a dry deck. I am a first. So I found a roofer that is in the city all the way in Denver that is willing to drive the 4 hours up here and dry deck it. What did I say that stuff was called? EDPMs, whatever. I don't remember what it's called. I'm not a roofer, you guys. But anyways, he's going to lay down this like rubber floor thing down, and he's going to bring it up to the side here. Now, I took pictures and I sent it to him, and he says, yeah, that balcony is going to leak. Even at where it's at right now, he said there's nothing he can do to make this balcony not leak. He says, you've got to bring this up. So I have to bring this step up. I have to bring it up. I have it written on the wall here, but it's got to be right up to here, which is about 8 inches. I have to bring it up. I think I'm in a video shot, but anyways, right up to here. And, you know, that's a lot. So what does that mean? It's going to be kind of goofy, to be honest with you. It's going to be kind of goofy, which means my sliding glass door is going to be up too, which means I got to bring this part up. I have a header above here. So I have to bring this part up another 5 inches, but there's a header on top of it. Now, by the time this video posts, I think I've already figured this out, and I will soon shoot another video to show you what we ended up doing, because there is like six people scratching their head trying to figure out what to do with this one spot. Because honestly, what should have happened is that the gear room should have been lowered. Should have been lowered almost like 8 inches is what should have happened. And I would have been fine with the gear room ceiling been lowered. But I guess that was a lot of work. It was a lot of rework. People didn't want to do that. So we're going to have to rework something because it doesn't work. Got to bring this thing up. So you're going to be in the living space, and you're going to come out to the balcony, and you're going to step up to get onto my balcony. Yeah, not ideal, but I've been talking to a friend of mine, and he's a builder, and he's like, you know what, that's not a big deal. So you have to step up like another 4 inches or something like that. I think by the time you're from here to here, you step up another 4 inches. It is what it is, you guys. You know, this is going to be a beautiful spot to be at. I wanted this. I didn't realize how complicated this was going to be. Honestly, I think in hindsight, I would have probably not done this. If I knew, I would have just built a garage. Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't in my budget. There is rat poop all over this deck, too. I bet this rat was trying to find a way out. All over this deck, there's rat poop. Oh, you guys. Okay, I want to show you this green stuff that's on my house. It's actually really kind of cool. I wish you could feel it, but I want to show it to you. Okay, here it is. Look at this. This is pretty thick, like really, really thick. And like, I don't know if you can hear it. Listen. I don't know what kind of material. I'm gonna guess like the EDPM stuff is very similar to this. Oh, do you see that? And like, yeah, your nails just like sticking. It's like tar. Yeah, so my house is not leaking. I wish this stuff was on sooner, but they came out on a Saturday and put that up. They put it up all in one day. A bunch of guys came out and put that up. So I am very happy that is on. It did rain yesterday and I was inside the cabin and not one bit of rain was inside the cabin. And I would say the cabin right now is pretty dry. I wouldn't say it's 100% dry, but it's pretty dry up here. So it's drying out really well. They've replaced some boards as well. They've nailed down some new boards too. So just wanted to let you know, they have fixed some things that got damaged from the rain. Okay, I want to thank you for joining me. Sorry I wasn't as positive as I am usually in my cabin videos. I am going to catch this rat and everything will be fine. But anyways, I want to thank you again for joining me. I do have a whole playlist of building my cabin starting from the very beginning and I link it to the end of this video. So I will see you guys on my next video and thanks again to all of my Patreons. Bye-bye.